Yo, 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 and once again, we back. This is with Just a Messengers podcast. Of course, I'm Mo.
I'm Mike.
Once again, we back in here uh, with Just a Messengers Sunday. Got my dog Drew Money on the boards.
Feeling good, feeling good. How y'all doing?
We in here, man. We chilling, man. Starting off the week. You feel me? All-Star week. I see you. You dressed for the occasion.
Little throwback.
I see you. I see you. I see what you did there, brother. See what you did
Yeah,
there.
man. It was a crazy last night, though, dog. Like, I fell asleep. I woke up, like, at 3, 4 o'clock, and the power was out. So I text my neighbor. So that transformer blew, like, at 1 o'clock.
Damn.
It was cold as hell.
Whole neighborhood now?
Yeah, whole neighborhood.
Damn.
They got that shit back up at, like, 5 o'clock. So I must have slept through that shit.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. Then they said kids been running around picking doors on cars and shit.
Damn, the same night?
Hell yeah.
They must have been like, oh shit, we about to hit some licks tonight.
Kids,
Ain't no
man.
power, no trying to go
The
crazy.
kids better stop playing, boy.
Hey,
That shit won't end well.
they rolling the dice, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They know what was going on.
I didn't even think it was gonna be that cold last night either.
Yeah, the temperature dropped like crazy.
This is the part of the month I don't like, when you get that last little stretch of cold before it gets warm again. See, like now next week is supposed to be 80, 70s, high 70s, maybe 80, couple of 80 days and shit.
You never know, man. This Charleston shit might still be cold next week. So
I mean, yeah, how was niggas' weeks though?
it was a good week, man.
This week went by pretty
Yeah, I'm about
fast.
to say that went by really quick. Coming off the Super Bowl, starting the week, and shit went by quick. Shit was a blur for the most part.
Well,
It wasn't a bad week though.
no, not at all. You know, February be going by fast as fuck.
Yeah. Shit, next week February over with basically.
Yeah, this shit is a wrap. What, the Saturday? Saturday's the first or Friday?
I think so. One of the two.
And it's only what, 28 days this year?
Facts.
I wonder when's the next leap year?
What leap years? What every 7 years or something like that?
Nah, it's 4.
4?
I think it's 4 years. Yeah, I think it's every 4 years. So I don't know when the last one was. I'm thinking
Yeah, I don't know.
2020
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't know.
I
when
don't
the last
know.
one was. It would make sense if 2020 was a leap year because that was a loopy ass year. So
Oh, definitely for sure. So I had see you share some shit in your story about all the shit that been going on in the world. So you rolling with a lot of that shit that's been going on with the train shit. I see
Right.
somebody compare that shit to a movie. What movie was that?
White Noise that just came out on Netflix. It's basically like the same. Well, people dealing with the after effects of some shit like that happening
So basically, what happened on that shit?
on the movie.
Yeah.
Well, I watched half of the movie. I will say that because we watched it, but it was kind of boring. So we switched to something else. But when the part that I was getting to, it was this family. They stayed in this town, and the mom had like some type of dementia and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I cut it off right when it was getting to like why she had it, and what was going on was all of them was getting sick, but she was getting like some type of dementia type sickness because of the runoff that was in the water from a train wreck. And it spilled a bunch of chemicals and shit in their water. And then this happens. It's like, bro, what? Like,
Yeah, them
but
trains
this, like,
getting
there was
derailed.
like 4 other events that happened, like in Texas. One happened. Man, them shit. Like it was a few other ones that happened too, though. So
Train wrecks.
spillages.
Spillages.
Yeah, like that's a word. I don't know how else a word, but yeah, shit crazy, man. All you can do is stay prayed up out here, man.
I seen a crazy ass video yesterday. Somebody told me, "What would you do if this happened?" And this looked like this shit looked real. So it was in New York. It was in New York in the harbor and shit like that, right? It was like a expensive ass boat rolling through. Then all of a sudden you see the top of Statue of Liberty just smash that shit. Look over to the left, it's an alien. Alien come, pull Saturn down. Saturn sucking the fucking city up. All type of shit. Shit crazy, bro.
I mean, what can you do?
Waves getting high as a bitch.
What can you do? Nothing.
I see some shit talking about UFO spotted in the sky and all that shit. I'm like, oh, niggas rolling it out, huh?
Hey, man.
Y'all niggas gonna subscribe to the UFOs, man.
Man,
I get it, but nah, man. Cause my whole thing is, what they want to fuck with us for, man? If it is true, I feel like had aliens wanted to fuck with us, they would have been fuck with us, man.
It's all about timing, though, man. Never know when the right time is. So all I can really say, man. With shit like that, it's timing, man. They might not want to fuck with us till it's time to fuck with us.
And you just don't know when that time is.
Nobody knows. They out there though. It's facts.
So aliens. So we get the word that aliens really do pull up, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's gonna happen? You think it's gonna be some Independence Day type shit? All this movie shit that we done seen? That'd be my thing, dude. People think it's just gonna be at the height of what we see in movies and shit.
If it's some Independence Day type shit, I don't know. I'm trying to think how to say this. I don't know, like, how I would take that if it was an Independence Day, because they come here to fight us or like just try to take over like all the time. Like, I wouldn't know how to take that.
You gonna fold?
I ain't gonna fall. I'm gonna see if I can get straight real quick. See if I can get to a central location first. I'm not. Say if some shit happen, we here. Like, what you gonna do?
Try to get back to the crib.
To get your
My shit. Yeah.
Okay, then. So yeah, go try to arm yourself at least. If you can get back to the crib.
I don't know. I don't think no one want to fuck with us for real though. I don't know.
Hey,
That'd be the only time the world would come together too. That's the crazy part. That's the only time.
The only time.
Yeah, the only time. Like, so we still got the shit going on with they shot down another balloon or some shit like that. They shot down another one. Where was this one at?
I honestly didn't even read into that. I just saw they shot another one down. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't even read, but I know they shot one down though.
I still don't see nothing coming from. My grandfather told me that shit been going on since the 60s.
What, they sending balloons over here?
Spy type anything. Spy shit. Just spy shit in general. It don't necessarily got to be a balloon.
I feel like even now, like, all right, so if that been going on, why is it so publicized now? I'm not saying that hasn't been going on, because I'm pretty sure it has been, but like it ain't never been as publicized as it is now.
I think because of the time that we in. I think it was gonna hit news regardless because somebody would have caught that shit, recorded it. It's gonna hit the news. It's gonna spread. Like you say, shit hit Twitter before it hit mainstream news.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's how I look at it. It's like it was gonna blow up regardless.
That's true. I don't know. That shit just crazy to me, man.
So you believe that Bigfoot shit? When the dude got killed for recording and looked like a man on top of a mountain. Remember that shit?
I saw it, but I didn't even really look into it. Like, so this dude, I did see the initial video where the dude was recording like some big ass dude on top of the mountain moving trees and shit like that.
It wasn't moving trees. What I saw was somebody. It looked like an object on top of him, but it looked like a human.
It was a big ass dude. Like,
yeah,
big ass, like,
but from that far back, it had to be somebody big because he on the road. Yeah, he's on the road.
So I saw it.
Then they was like police was following. He got killed. Like he ended up like getting killed.
That's what I'm saying. All right, so the dude, so he uploaded this video on. It was on TikTok.
It was on TikTok.
Uploaded the video on TikTok. So I saw that first one. So he started recording himself getting followed by the police and shit.
I don't know if he was recording himself getting followed. I think he took pictures because I did see pictures of like it was dark. It was dark at night, and the police was like following him and shit like that.
But why? That's
the question that remains to be answered. He's dead though.
So they followed him after he posted the video?
I guess I'm assuming, yeah.
That's kind of crazy to me, man.
You think that shit real too, Bigfoot?
Well, who knows, man. It's probably some shit in that woods we ain't seen yet before though, but I don't know, man. A big ass dude just walking around, but people saying they've been seeing it though. You believe in Loch Ness monster?
Refresh my memory on that.
The Loch Ness monster. Where's Loch Ness at? That's in Scotland or some shit somewhere. Imager.
It's a water
It's like
creature.
It's like a big water creature, like a dragon type shit coming.
Scotland sounds about right. We're just gonna say
that Loch Ness sound like it would be Scottish or some shit, right?
Some place with a lot of white people.
Yeah. Well, it's like I don't want to sound crazy. I don't want to say the wrong ocean, but out there, like they're saying it's like some big ass like sea creature that be coming up sometimes to be viewed, and he be dipping.
Yeah, but also like destroy boats and shit like that.
Like it's like accounts of like people being out in the ocean at nighttime and they'll see like a big ass tail like straight up destroy like part of their boat and then they'll see the shit just swim off. Now see with the ocean now we haven't discovered everything in the ocean.
I believe that.
So you know it could be some shit out there.
I can believe conspiracy theories when it comes to the ocean.
Right.
Everything else, I'd be like, ugh. Because it's a fact that we only could go but so deep, so ain't no telling what's down there. They even said there's some mountains in the water
No, it is
taller than mountains on land.
Yeah.
So ain't no telling what's down there, bro. Now all the other shit, I need concrete evidence.
I'm more inclined to believe a Loch Ness monster before the Sasquatch.
That's your
shit.
bag. That's why I asked you.
The Sasquatch shit do sound it is believable now, but I feel like with the nigga being on land, I feel
Bro,
like
we would have been.
found him. Like for sure found him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you mean tell me we got all these like renegade people here, these like motherfuckers that's like so called like tactical people and bounty hunter type dudes. Ain't nobody like been like, no, we gonna find this dude, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you mean tell me Dog the bounty hunter and tried to find Bigfoot this whole time?
All right, let's get into it. So I do believe that the government has to hide stuff from us. I do believe that.
They hide Area 51. They not telling us what's over there.
I don't even know where the fuck that shit is at. Supposedly, where is that at? Where is it at?
In Nevada, I think.
Okay. I do believe you have to protect people from certain things. And I think as a collective,
Right.
as human beings, if we found out about some shit, I don't think motherfuckers would be stable. So I do believe that they hide certain shit from us. Those things I'm not sure of. But some shit are eye raiser, like the Denver airport shit.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you was telling me about that.
Yeah, that's a weird airport.
Supposedly it's supposed to be like what is it? Like a passage to like where they have meetings and shit.
It's all kind of like underground tunnels and systems under that shit.
Now I remember the video you sent me when the dude was in the airport like 3-4 in the morning. He heard some weird ass noise in the Denver airport.
Yeah, it's all kind of like secret tunnels and shit under that shit though. Like this is confirmed. Like it's all kind of like systems and shit under there.
I mean, do you feel like we should have things hidden from us? Not from you, Mo, as a person thinking outside yourself.
Us, like as a people.
Do you feel like we should know everything?
A part of me feel like we should, just because I mean, it's only so long the people that's hiding it from us gonna be able to hide it anyway.
Uh-huh.
I mean, people say like, you know, a lot of people would be uneasy, but it's a lot of people already uneasy. So if they knew what was really going on, I don't think that would even matter. That's how I look at it.
What's some things we should know the truth about?
They know if it was really aliens out there or not. They know
aliens. What else?
They know. They know like certain shit, like as far as like psychological shit, as far as like shit we use every day, like social media shit. They don't come out and say like, "Hey, yeah, this shit is put here to make you feel this way," and you know that type of shit. Like you know, mental warfare type shit. Like they know shit like that. Just tell us, you know, these things have this effect on you, or confirm it at least, because a lot of people already believe certain things, you know, take a certain toll on you. So
population control.
If they would,
that's one thing they would never admit to.
Oh yeah, that and like you know like, just with the Western pharmaceutical industry altogether, like just everything, like how they in bed with certain political parties and shit like that.
What you mean?
Like certain lobbyists, like they pay certain people in office to pass certain drugs through to be sold and shit like that. Like the whole insulin thing, you know, shit like that.
Okay.
Like why insulin not free? But we supposed to, you know, this supposed to be America. Like people supposed to be trying to help people here and shit. You know,
there's a lot of shit that just always to me was just puzzling. It's like, okay, I know for a fact that was by design. Like, all right, so like the whole crack era, so. You could go to jail just for the usage of crack. Mm-hmm. Fuck selling it. You could go to jail just for using it. But cocaine at that time was considered like a high-end luxury
it was
drug.
The party drug.
It was a party
The
drug.
luxury drug.
A luxury drug. So only white people was using it. They didn't have no discipline for
But
that.
notice they did
but
that
they
in the
looked
80s,
at
though.
it.
They did that in the 80s by design because in the 70s, everybody was using cocaine. Everybody was. But in the 80s, they tried to make it more like you say, a upscale type thing, a more affluent user type thing.
And they looked at it as an addiction.
And
as of with crack, it was
you're just
so detrimental
exactly.
and like evil and shit like that.
And they did the same thing to weed in the 90s, and now you got trust fund babies opening dispensaries and shit.
When I was watching that hip hop doc on Hulu yesterday, when I was telling you about, they actually touched on that, talking about how like they built like prisons off the back end of that shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that one in particular was
because the private prison like industry came in the 80s. Mm-hmm. Like people, you can open a private prison and be funded and shit like that. Like that was.
Then you had the 3 strikes come in right after that.
Yeah. So if they kept it real and just confirmed all that shit, like, because I feel like if you do shit like that, that opens, you really gotta open the door for more like, damn, we getting kind of deep now, pause, but like that opened the door for like, you gotta give us reparations now. That was a direct attack on our community.
It was.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like shit like that, you gotta rectify.
I mean,
even open the door and confirm and shit like that.
Even like with me watching BMF and seeing how it did highlight, Detroit in the 80s, like it was a lot of cities like that, especially the heavily black communities. Okay, so you took away all the industrial jobs and shit like that because it was going to more service.
What else can people do?
Limited resources and drugs.
People gotta survive.
What other choice did they have but to sell or to steal or to rob and kill?
I saw they had a flyer for like one of those plants like back then, like the wages. They was getting like $2.90 an hour.
3 something was like the max.
3 something was the max.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like when I look at the benefits that they was offering back then, it's the same benefits now. Like
for real,
like healthcare, short term, long term disability, tuition and reimbursement program.
But $2 something an hour.
They've
been
talking that shit back then.
But $2 something an hour though.
Mm-hmm. $2.90 an hour.
And then, like I said, you took away all the jobs. You put black people in a small area with limited resources. I mean, that's just natural animal shit. They're going to kill each other. Now, that one there I 100% subscribe to. So.
And then they label it black on black crime, but it's like we grew up by each other. We live by each other.
Yeah.
Who else
never subscribed to that shit. Exactly.
Like,
exactly. Because if Asians lived there, they would have got it too. Like it's not a. I'm
pretty sure they kill each other in Chinatown and shit like that too.
I could never live over there. That shit is too congested.
What you talking about?
Over there in China?
Oh yeah.
That shit way too.
No,
congested.
I'm talking about like don't New York got a Chinatown?
Yeah.
So I'm saying like they got crime there too.
Yeah, they got crime there, but it's like I don't know. So I could get with you on those. The ocean for sure. Holding black people back in general. We can do a whole episode on that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the real shit.
The alien shit, you gotta kind of you gotta convince me a little bit more now.
I feel like you gotta see it for yourself.
I gotta see it for myself.
You gotta see the shit for yourself. That's where I'm at with it now. When I talk to you about it, I'm just like, this nigga just gonna have to be outside and just see a saucer just like stand.
Because I just feel like too much time has passed, bro. What makes 2023 so, I even heard hits about that back in the Egyptian times.
What the
aliens helping us out.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at I don't know if y'all watch like the Predator movies and shit like that, Alien and Predator.
I haven't seen all of them. I've seen one.
According to their timeline, the Predators they built the pyramids with aliens and shit like that. I'm not saying that really happened now, but like if you watch the movies, that's how they built the pyramids around the world and shit like that.
Here's my thing, right? If aliens helped us build pyramids, right? They had to have some type of technology. Because the way we look, and I'm not saying we could have not had did this back then. We was very smart. Them shits are built to the right exact dimensions.
Yeah, they line up with stars.
Line up with stars, the suns, the shit. Like even when you see the shades line up exactly with the pyramids, all type of shit. Do you believe technology was involved with that, or do you 100% believe that? We got the mathematics together and we built that shit to the T.
No, it was definitely some advanced technology with it.
So why didn't we so why do we have the internet in 1995 and not way before then?
I feel like man, you see now we about to go on some other shit. Like
I'm just saying, man. That's why we here.
I feel like the people were, it was some more advanced shit going on back then. Somewhere along the line between them and us, some shit reset somewhere to where niggas had to basically relearn all of the technology type shit, but we didn't have.
So basically on some Matrix type shit.
Kinda, yeah.
So you believe in the Matrix?
I mean, to a certain extent.
I remember when that movie came out, that was a big deal. A lot of people were subscribing to that shit.
Yeah.
So you just feel like we just...
It's some people really like lost out here, like on
They're
some,
not
like,
supposed to be here.
Like yeah, like on some you ever heard of non-playable character, like the theory, the NPC theory?
No.
Man, you gotta look into, y'all know about this shit, like the NPC theory.
Just break it down real quick.
Well, basically, like, you know, people, it's like you might run into somebody and they just like just throw it off like weird, like they just not like you ever play like Grand Theft Auto and you just walk by somebody and they just, oh, what you doing here? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'd be throwing off people like that, just there. They don't come from nowhere. They just there. Non-player characters.
NPC theory. I'm gonna look that up.
I got the video. I'll send you a video, bro. If I watched it again, I could explain it more in detail. But that's basically what it is in a nutshell.
So do you feel like you was here before you got here?
What you mean? Like, what you mean?
Before you was here as a human, do you feel like you was somewhere else?
Nah, I feel like the human experience is your first experience. So I don't feel like I was here yet.
Did you have an experience before you was a human?
Nah.
No.
Personally,
so this is
nah,
just the human is the beginning point.
To me, I feel like it is because in my experience,
Okay.
in my experience, I didn't know nothing until I came here. But I do like believe people have probably been here before. Like, you know, we always say, you know, that little nigga got an old soul or she got an old soul. Like, you know, I believe in shit like that. But me personally, I didn't. This is my first experience here.
Yeah, because I don't remember shit
I don't
else.
remember shit else. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it is possible, though. I feel like that is possible. Some people, you know, you never know, man. You never know until you know, hit that crossroads, then that way, you know, sends you right back. Like, you never know, bro. Like, what y'all think, bro? Like, I'm tripping? Drew, I'm tripping?
Nah, I mean, because spirits are real.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the spirit, like,
spirits
that's
are
what I'm
real.
saying, but everybody has their own spiritual
Everybody has
journey,
their own
like,
spirit,
you know what I'm saying? You never know.
I done seen things in my lifetime that show me that God is real. But at the same time, too, I do feel like a lot of things are by design and is out of our control.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's room to be open for a lot of the other conspiracies that people subscribe to. It could be right. That's why it's a conspiracy. But there's always that room for, oh, we don't know. It's just like, this is funny. This is weird.
No, I feel you.
What a coincidence.
Coincidence starting to look crazy these days, though. All I gotta say is, man, conspiracy theories such as myself, we kind of doing some victory laps these days. But
Yeah, you and Mook. Mook shared the same shit you shared in your story.
yeah,
And I was surprised. I was like, you believe this? He's like, I believe what I believe. I was like, all right, man.
Spoken like a true Jedi warrior, man. That's facts.
Yeah, man. But there was a lot of like ridiculous, like the COVID one was one of the most recent ones. I was like, all right, man, like y'all niggas was tripping.
What you mean?
Niggas thought COVID was started by 5G.
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous. Like with the whole phone tower shit and all that. I remember. So do you remember like right before we got like locked down and they was talking about that shit. Like I remember like being on Facebook and you know
we had an episode when we talked about the hospital they was building.
Okay,
that was October 2019.
All right, that was 2019. But I remember like this was right before we went on lockdown.
So in February had to been.
I remember just being on my phone and like like. You can get lost on, you know, Facebook, you know, sometimes. I found this dude, like, he was in New York, and he was like, you know, see, this another one. This another, like, little phone. He was finding little phone towers throughout the city and shit. Like, he was like, see, this is how they gonna spread it. This is how they gonna spread the virus, y'all. And then, like, the next week, we went on lockdown, and I was like, Bro, what's this nigga talking about? Then I remember being on Twitter like that same week we went on lockdown, and it was another dude somewhere else in another city doing the same shit. And I remember somebody quote the video was like, "Man, y'all gotta chill. Like these are legit T-Mobile towers. Like what the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas, man? Like
Carrie Hilson had me tripping when she subscribing to that.
that's your girl.
Yeah. That was kind of disappointing. I ain't even gonna lie.
Hey, what if she say
She's on that Brother Polite type shit.
What if she say in order to date me, you gotta subscribe to my conspiracies?
She's never that serious, bro. I'm cool.
But
And
you know.
I'm like, yeah, I'll subscribe. Yeah. Come on, let's go. But it's like, nah, dog. That shit was way too. I mean, I do believe certain diseases were put in place for population control, but the COVID one, that kind of just hit people with a left hook.
The 5G shit is what really. I was like, nigga, y'all are bugging, man. Y'all are bugging. They have phone towers.
Man, COVID was that shit still kind of running around.
I can see if they was like they using the phone towers to further, collect our data and shit like that. If you want to say that, then I would, I'd give you that one.
Uh-huh.
But you saying they using phone towers to spread viruses, bro? Like, nigga, if they doing that, you can't tell me you believe in that, but you got AirPods in your head. You still with the radiation type shit? If you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get it. Like,
I hate the niggas who be trying to downplay that shit, bro.
What you mean?
Like the usage of AirPods and like wireless
I
shit.
use
I'm
mine.
like,
I don't care,
bro. Listen, I'm in a house probably since '09 where Wi-Fi waves has been going through my body.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck I'm gonna worry about AirPods for, bro?
I be asking them dudes, like, bro, like you talking about this AirPod shit, but do you use a microwave?
But using a microwave since
you nuke your food every day. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
That shit don't be putting effect on the body. I'm sorry. I don't believe in that.
Now,
if they was to do some outlandish extreme, yes, there's only a certain frequency a body can handle as far as those type of ways. But the microwave, AirPods, Wi-Fi, come on, man.
Now I haven't done extensive research on the microwave shit, but I have seen a lot of people say like a microwave's not really good for you over time. But
what I was taught as a kid, never look in the microwave.
Yeah, don't look in the microwave; it'll mess up your vision. But also, like, just like overall, if that's the only way you heat up your food, you need to switch it up sometimes.
Oh yeah, you can't always use a microwave to heat up food now.
Use the oven, shit like that. But yeah, it'll get you like that. But I don't know, man. That phone tower shit that threw me off. Like, what are y'all talking about, man?
I feel you. But speaking of that hip hop doc, man, you gotta watch that shit, bro.
What was that? I think I watched the Big U one already.
It covers 4 people, but they have like their own. They switch them out through each episode.
Big U produced that little series,
so they'll go to Detroit for Trick Trick, Atlanta Dev, New York Bimmy.
Yeah, that's
and then Haitian Jack.
Haitian Jack, yeah.
So they rotate throughout those 6 episodes.
I watched the Haitian Jack one and the Bimmy one. I watched them 2 already because Big U.
But they threw out all 6 episodes.
Yeah, that's what I think. Didn't they have one that specifically highlighted Haitian Jack though?
Nah, they cover everybody in each episode.
I must have watched the first 2 then.
Yeah, so each episode, all of them are highlighted.
Yeah,
that shit with him and Pac was wild, bro. Mm-hmm. That nigga was dirty macking with Madonna, bro.
Yeah. He was hating, bro.
Dog was hating, man. But Haitian Jack said even in the beginning, he's like, hey, I've been known to knock off a few people. And now, like, one by one, either. I'm like, oh, shit. Dog was giving it up. I mean, he never really got a chance to really tell his story. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I get it. But Dog is highly respected, though.
No, for real. Like, he's like one of the elite level street niggas if you want to give it a tag.
I thought it was real good, though. They covered a lot of shit by covering the timeline in each area. Deb been through a lot of shit, man. I didn't even know she had 2 brothers that was in the industry, though.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Bimmy, wild. Big U story was very interesting as well, too. But when you get to about like episode 5 or 6 and they really start talking about like the crack era, how that was influential in rap. They talk about, of course, the social media shit. They talk about the East Coast, West Coast shit. I mean, they introduce pretty much everybody based off of each city and shit like that. Trick talks about the, how people feel like he be extorting people and shit like that. As far as protecting Detroit and shit like that, he touches on that.
What'd he say about that?
He was just like, it's not that. It's basically like, I'm just looking out. His biggest. So you remember when Ross had to go there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ross didn't end up going because they had like the gates locked off and shit. Their biggest thing is like, you can't come to Detroit and just basically like shit on the city or shit on the artists. Don't collaborate with the artists. Don't work with the artists. And of course, they had a sound by the academics talking about it. It's like, babe, that's basically extortion. So you can't get mad at Ross for not subscribing to that.
I get that because it's like.
But Trick whole thing is like he's just looking out for his community. I mean, I'll never like Dog has he got programs and shit like that going on.
His
in
thing is
Detroit.
a major artist can't come to Detroit unless they collaborate with local
It's not
artists.
only that. It's like the type of attitude. Like y'all come here, y'all get money, but then you act like we ain't shit. Basically, I don't know. That's from their experience, from what they saying. But also, like, if you're gonna be on that type of time, what's wrong with having some artists open up for you from the city, or shouting somebody's shit out. But when you start attaching a dollar amount to me, that seemed like some extortion type shit. Paying a tax. They want to say paying a tax.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, all right, if you want to like holler at me about getting some artists to open up for me, cool. You not about to be putting, like you say, a tax on me to come through the city, or I gotta do X, Y, and Z. Like, no, I don't. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's a conversation you will have to have with him one-on-one to basically understand what it is.
What he's talking about.
Understand what he's talking about. Yeah, because Royce the 5'9", because he said it's all about perspective. He says, so somebody outside looking in will look at it like as extortion. But if you from the city and you understand what's going on, it's not that at all.
I gotta see.
But I would have to actually go and say, my whole thing is though, because we always say, oh, you don't charge Taylor Swift or you don't charge da-da-da. But they think be like, oh, well, they're not at the spots that black artists would be at. But my whole thing is, period, though. If they come into the city,
you gonna tax me? Where else I'm gonna go? I'm not gonna be in the spots that Taylor Swift in if I'm Ross.
I'm not a country artist. I'm not a pop artist.
I'm pretty sure Ross probably can, but if he want to be with his people, what's the problem? Why do we have to be subjugated to some, boogeyman tax? Because
a boogeyman tax. That's how I describe it. A boogeyman tax.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like shit like that is corny. Like, that's corny as fuck.
But that's like I said. I feel like it's something that
I'd have to like really get his perspective on it. Like, what exactly do he mean by
this? Go for any city, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like, I mean, if you want to put it like that, like in the grand scheme, it would be cool. Like if a major artist come through a city and like fuck with everybody, like on the media tip, like fuck with artists, fuck with podcasters, fuck with just people. Period. But when you in that type of realm and you moving around, you don't have time to do all that shit sometimes. Like that's not your duty.
Especially if you're the person who goes to a city, handle their business, come back home.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you got a quick show, that's not your obligation to come there 6-8 hours beforehand to make sure that you do X, Y, and Z. Now, if you already had a relationship with certain people just from already coming here, you know what I'm saying? You might have bumped shoulders with somebody.
That's different.
When I come back, I'm going to link with
Holla
you. Or you can fly out to where I'm at when I dip here. You know what I'm saying? That's different. But you making it seem like I got to check in with all
and if
people,
I don't, I could be subject to harm, basically.
Because like you said, like they're not doing this to nobody else. They only doing this to rappers. And I don't even think
people within the culture, basically.
Yeah, like that shit is corny. That shit like that is corny to me. Like that's like some leech type shit. That's parasitical.
I think we should be building each other up instead of putting like you said, a boogeyman tax. But like I said, I think that's a conversation that needs to be held collectively, though, to get a full understanding of what that is and what's going on. Because certain people are going to cities and not checking in, do what they need to do, come home. So what is it? Is it this street thing
that's what I'm saying.
If you tied to the quote unquote streets, but then that's contradictory because when some shit happen in the streets, y'all say, oh, you gotta get out the streets. So which is it?
Niggas rap to get out the streets only to still have to go by some.
That's exactly. That's my whole
some
thing.
Street code within an industry. Like, what is this?
Yeah, but they talk about everything. Like even
I'm gonna finish this. I never.
Yeah,
I
even when
for sure. I watched those first two.
Haitian Jack talking about how like he got. People say, oh, he set up Tupac, he killed Tupac, da da da. Big U with, oh, he was jealous of Nipsey, he set up Nipsey. Yeah, they talk about all that shit.
Right.
They talking about all that shit, bro. But I mean, those are 4 people in the industry that's like heavy hitters. So I'm glad that was a great doc that they put together. I think it was finished up around 2020. So I don't know if it was already on there.
A couple years ago.
Oh, okay, so this is my first time seeing it.
It came out like I want to say like late 2021, late going into 2022.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I had never seen it.
Yeah,
This is my first time seeing it. So yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to producers who did that. Haitian Jack is a funny dude though, man. It was interesting because this is the first time I ever got to see like his true backstory.
right.
Because I never really got no deep dive on Haitian Jack. You see what I'm saying? So it was good and dope to see as far as those 4. Deb, of course, Deb talked about, her come up with her kids, with Gucci, with Nicki, everybody, bro. Like, yeah. And I was even surprised how much weight she held too.
Oh no, she's a player, bro. Like yeah, she's a big.
Oh, she been in the street since she was 9 years old, bro.
She out here, bro.
Yeah,
her
bro.
whole little family, like them boy, like you know.
Mm-hmm. You were talking about when Walker first came in and gave her the record for his shit. So it's a great doc, bro. I can't believe I'm just now seeing that shit, but yeah, y'all check that out on Hulu, man. Definitely check that out. So Chris Brown, man. Chris Brown been going through hell this week, man. My dog. So Chloe Bailey dropped a picture of a new single she got coming out this Friday with her and Chris Brown, and all hell broke loose.
Right.
Basically, people was coming out saying, "Oh my God, how could you? Oh yeah,
why are they doing this?
To
because his past."
Yeah. And to me, I didn't know this shit was that bad, bro.
I think it's some pick and choose shit because like a couple weeks ago, niggas was just riding for Chris Brown. Like as far as the what was it? That was a couple months ago. The AMA performance.
Yeah.
Like they was just riding for him with that, and he probably had fucked back up with the Grammy situation, but I don't know, like why? Cause I'm gonna say something. I don't want to sound crazy, but like. Didn't even him and Rihanna already?
Yeah, I said that in the tweet the other day. She already forgave him.
They already been
no guidance. Out. No guidance was number 1 a few summers ago.
That's what I'm saying. Him and Rihanna already done been out together and shit.
It seemed like this shit was like, okay, of course when it happened, Chris is 100% wrong. He shouldn't have did that. I felt like he paid his debt. And then through time, people had just let it go, but apparently people haven't let it go.
I think it's they pick and choose when they wanna come at him crazy, and I think this time is because they look at Chloe as like the new sweetheart. So it's like she can't be with somebody such as tainted as Chris Brown. And that's why I'm just gonna throw that out there. But it's like you can't keep doing that because, like you said, he already paid his debt for that. Like he lost a lot of shit behind that shit, as he should have. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he was able to pay his debts back then and try to crawl back, and from there he's had his his bumps in the road, but he hasn't been on that type of time anymore since that. I just find it kind of odd that they waited until like I said he was with the new sweetheart to try to once again throw that back in his face. Like that's what I'm talking about with the Kwame Brown shit, with the whole bus shit. Like, when do a tag stay? How long do a tag stay on you? Like, certain shit, I get it. Like, if you out here, like,
some people will never forgive,
or murderers or shit like that.
But some people will never forgive Chris Brown fat, and I understand. It's understandable.
I understand that. I understand.
Yeah,
I understand.
But I just feel like it seemed like it's up and it's down, up and it down, up and it down. It's like because when he make music, I mean, he's still getting his listeners. He still got his supporters.
Like, if that's the case, if people still want to feel a way about it, why wouldn't this be like a more uproar every time he dropped music? But it's not. It's really. That's
why I'm shocked. I'm like, where is this coming from?
It's really like a pick and choose.
Where is it coming from? I didn't know it was still this bad. This felt like some 09 type shit.
Yeah, like it kind of felt like they had kind of rehashed a lot of shit, and it's like. I don't want to give. I shoot on Bell because, like I said, like he was young when that shit happened. He paid his debts. Him and Rihanna. They mended. Whatever happened from that.
That's my biggest thing. If she was able to let it go,
she admitted fault within the situation as well. I'm not saying what happened was but it's like she was basically saying like we both was kind of in the wrong. So it's like what. I don't know, man. The shit just.
How you feel about Blueface?
Blueface, like He's
Do you feel like he had some points in what he was saying?
What exactly did he say? I didn't even watch it. I was like, when you said
I'll
you
play
say
it.
he beat somebody up, and I'm like, man.
To me, I just felt like they cool though. Like Chris Brown had reposted on it because he was going on a story rant basically. So he reposted it and he was just like, "No, we good." I just felt like you gave me a mean straight, homie. So yeah, that's basically what it is. I got it right here. Let me play the shit.
What's happening, Cal? Look, check it out. I understand the frustration, fool. For me being in the situation, I'm not even gonna trip on you because the message you trying to send is way off. I get it, bitch hit me. It's funny, I hit her back. It's fuck Blueface, so I totally get it. That'll be the most irritating thing ever. But you gotta play the cards that you was dealt. You want some, but they did it too. Why aren't you guys telling them anything? Type shit. And it's like, bro, life don't work like that, man. If we all go do a crime together, we not all gonna get the same time together. You hear me? You might get the most amount of time. We might not all say nothing, but we all went and did the crime, so we gotta take the time. You hear me? You want some? You guys are gonna give me the most time, but they did it too. Like, judge, sentence them.
That's enough, Mike.
You want to play the whole thing?
No, that's enough. See, I didn't watch. I was like, man, I don't even want to know what he said, but that's crazy. Like, I kind of get what he's saying too. But my whole thing with this is like you say, it's just so up and down. Like they really pick and choose when they want to, throw that shit in his face. And like you said, like of people,
Plenty of people that may collaborate with him, doing
that's
work
what I'm
with him.
saying. Like there's so
He's like the feature king of his era.
he is.
He is the feature
So
king.
it's
We
like-
actually talked about that before.
Like he done like you say, no guidance. That was with Drake, the biggest artist in the world. There was no backlash
Went number
when
one.
that came out.
Went number one.
There was no backlash when that came out. He done dropped albums with Young Thug. He done dropped all kind of shit. Like all kinds of features. He's on everybody's song if they need him. He's there. So it's like, what's really the problem,
Bruh, them quotes on that tweet when she dropped that shit was ridiculous, bruh. It got up to like 10K in like 10 minutes.
I saw that when you sent it, you was like quotes, and I clicked on it, I was like, damn, I look at the time, and I was like, damn, this shit just like a 45 minutes ago, she already got 9,000 quotes. I was like, oh, Lord.
She ain't giving that shit no burn, though.
And it's how the picture looked, too, like, them boy, not like that shit, oh, you with this nigga? Like, that's what it is. That's really, honestly, and that speak to a bigger point, man. People be living vicariously through these artists, bro. And then when they do something that they don't like, or they collab with somebody, they already kind of felt away, or they might feel a way about these people because they look at Chloe and Haley as like the good girls. I'm gonna get on the other sister too. So like they look at them as like the good girls and shit like that. Like they already been on Chloe ass about the gun and shit. It's just. So when she with Chris Brown now is like, oh, we can't. What I've been seeing is, we can't let her go down this path and all. This
She be
shit.
getting 2 stones thrown at her. So the first stone is that one. Then you had the Chris Brown fans who was like, "Why are you collaborating with her?" Like there is.
Oh, it was that too.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like her music. She got a strong fan base now, but then you do have some people who was like,
I'm not a big fan of her music, but
I'm only gonna listen to the song of Chris. I'm gonna mute her part. Like, damn,
That's
bro,
crazy.
like
That's crazy. But that's like some typical
everybody got some type of
like the Barbs or like I don't know what they call it with the Browns probably, but yeah. I just I feel like shit like that gotta stop too, because people be looking at these people for like moral compasses and that.
But she's 24, man.
She's 24. I thought she was a little younger than that.
Yeah, she's 24. She's more 98. She'll be 25 this year.
All right.
I mean, so she crossing over. I mean, she's getting older. She's getting wiser. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, too, it's like,
I don't think this is one of those moments where she got to be watched. She just made a song with Chris Brown. That's all it says. Like,
but she hasn't responded to that. So
well played. I don't think she said like this shouldn't have no bearing on her like to need an opinion. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like why you collaborating with this nigga? Like, no,
y'all gonna listen to this shit. So like it don't matter. Y'all gonna listen to this shit. So It don't even matter.
And she
like,
announced her album. Her album be coming out soon. So
all right. I mean, I don't know, man. Like you said earlier, bro. If people want to feel a way about, him getting into that situation, yes, he was young, but domestic violence is still domestic violence. I don't care how you try to slice it. So, everybody got their own, feelings on that. So I can't argue if somebody never want to forgive him for that. But my whole thing is just inconsistent.
mm-hmm.
So I don't know, bro. That's when I saw, I was like, damn, like they really digging on Chris Brown today, bro. Like that's crazy. Like y'all just was, we was clowning Chris Brown last week for the Grammy shit, but we wasn't on some fuck Chris Brown type shit. You know what I'm saying? For not knowing who Robert Glasper is. You know what I'm saying?
I can understand why Chris frustration, because I know deep inside him, he feels like he could have been way bigger. Like, they've been asking him, when you going to do the Super Bowl hat? I was like, never. Like, bro, that's never going to happen.
He's probably never going to get one. And that's sad because he should have been had one.
He should have did the Michael Jackson tribute, too.
That's crazy.
That was an elite performance.
But
That was some elite
BT let him do one, though. But it wasn't like a grand scale one.
That's what I'm saying. Ever since then, Chris has I feel like he's made up a lot of grounds, but apparently people still going to hold that shit against him.
Unfortunately, like,
I mean, that come with it, man.
Yeah, like Blueface, you got to play his cards, bro. He got to play his cards. Sometimes you just can't. Even with shit like that, I'm going to be real with you, like, even like the whole, like, lashing out type shit, he got to take shit on the chin, bro.
He got to scale back.
He got to scale it back on that shit.
He got to scale it back. Because it
is
is what it is, bro.
It is what it is. It really is what it is. I feel like...
and ultimately, if it ain't slowing up no money, bro, don't get that shit no burn.
Don't give it no burn. Like, I'm going to be real. If Chris Brown... Because even you see how he was even going in on 3OW girl, like, comments and shit?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Then he posted the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody shit.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. he was leaving trains in her comments. I was like, damn, that's crazy, dog. But I feel like if he kind of always looked at it like that, like, you know what? Yeah, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I understand. At the end of the day, I'm still a mega star. So it's like, I can't give this shit no burn because at the end of the day, that shit was so ugly of a smear on my record. I gotta leave that where it's at, because even when he give it energy now, it's like, oh yeah, people know that's how you can get something out of him. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't, for the most part, he probably thinking like, damn, like y'all only fuck with me when y'all want to, throw some shit when I was a young dude in my face, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you gotta play the cards like, yes, you did do that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't let that be who you can't.
But you still getting the support because the numbers don't lie.
The numbers don't lie.
When I seen that Spotify monthly listeners,
I feel like sometimes he let that situation, he lets people use that to define him.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it happened, but that's not the end of your journey. You know what I'm saying?
Them 54 million listeners a month, he up there with Beyonce.
I mean, yeah.
So my thing would be like, man, fuck it.
Fuck it.
You can't change people's mind about you, bro.
You can't change people's mind about you, but you'll also never go broke with 54 million listeners a month. Ever. I would give that shit no more attention. How much streams that is? That's gotta be like probably, I don't know.
It gotta be in the billions. But he up there with Beyonce, bro. So my whole thing is like, bro, listen, don't address it no more. You giving the people what you want too. But then they was also Amp had told me in the thread yesterday, he was like, he got an assault charge last year. I don't know what the assault charge was for. So they trying to say on top of that, it has been other occurrences post the Rihanna shit.
They can also use the Karrueche shit too, how you handle the situation with her. Yeah. But I mean,
Chris has some work he has to do.
He got some work he got to do. He do. I don't know, man.
What you want to say about the other sister?
Well, the other sister got the shit going on, with DDG and Ruby Rose and shit like that.
Oh, yeah, that shit goofy as hell.
You saw that shit?
Yeah.
So
all the girls was telling her stand up because she was like best Valentine's Day ever and all this. I'm like, man, listen, she loved the man. She loved the man.
She loved the man, bro. Like, sometimes when y'all acting like y'all talking about stand up. Y'all done been in that situation before.
Yeah, I ain't tell Beyonce stand up.
Okay. Y'all ain't tell.
That's her mentor, bro.
Y'all didn't tell her to stand up. In fact, y'all cheered her sister on for that shit in the elevator. But we gonna leave that alone. But see, all y'all done been with a nigga before, and one of his exes done played crazy, and y'all stuck with that.
She said it was a lie.
Okay,
and they
then.
didn't like that.
Okay, then.
They didn't like what Haley
No,
said
but
that.
see, that's the thing. That's the thing. Living vicarious, they projecting.
Yeah.
They projecting like she
Girl,
said-
your man is the devil.
But she right next to that man.
She
Though.
right
She
next to
should
that
know
man.
what's going on. Y'all not there. That's the thing. Y'all living. Y'all projecting what y'all would do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
wouldn't leave though. That's the funny thing. A lot of them
Y'all
wouldn't
not
leave.
leaving.
A lot of
If
them
y'all,
wouldn't leave.
but you know that's a you know. That's all I can say, bro. But yeah, I don't know, man. I had too much. I wasn't gonna really go in on the other sister because I thought that shit was goofy for sure.
Yeah, that shit is wild. Ruby Rose up there. She doing all the most the extra. You know, I had to mute them names.
Now I did see some niggas capping. Now I did
About
see
what?
that spilled to a different conversation. Niggas talking some.
Oh, you can find this Ruby Rose at right up there.
My nigga, even if y'all did find her, nine out of 10 of y'all niggas are scary niggas. Y'all not even gonna talk to her.
The niggas talking about, I seen y'all baby mamas. Certain cities you might see a lot of Ruby Roses, but that's not across the whole country. No. Miami would be like the staple. You probably
Miami, Atlanta,
L.A.
Charlotte, they got a few rubies running around there, but that's the thing. Y'all making it seem like my thing is it's not even the fact that y'all making it seem you can find her everywhere. Is y'all making it seem like y'all deal with these women every day. Y'all don't. That's just facts, man. That's just facts. I'm gonna be real with you. Y'all not dealing with Ruby Roses every day, man. And that's cool.
It's cool.
But niggas be getting on the internet and they be,
You know, it seemed like she's like the one for niggas.
yeah,
like the
man,
one.
She the hot girl right now, bro. She's the it girl, you know. Especially got little Tyler talking about, I need a Ruby Rose. I need a Ruby Rose. I don't know if I want Jada a Ruby Rose. He be going down with that shit. You know, shout out little Tyler, bro.
He talking about Jada, little baby,
Yeah,
baby
I don't know.
mom.
I want Jada Waiter a Ruby Rose.
That shit wild, man. These niggas, man. These
That's the
niggas
song,
is a
right?
trip.
Jada. That's the song called. All right, he got a song called Law and Order, but he was rapping about them on the song. Yeah. I thought it was another song. It was on YouTube. It might have been some shit niggas put together. It's called the song called Jada Ruby Rose or some shit like that. But yeah.
I saw her in Miami.
Who? Jada?
No,
Ruby Rose? Or
How she look in person?
she had the hair wrap on. She was by the airport.
Oh, okay,
She been
yeah.
on some. Yeah, on some other.
She had the
Yeah.
little hair wrap on. She was like in the middle of the where you get the cabs at.
Yeah.
No security, no nothing.
Oh, okay.
Dolo. I get it. Some of them girls be moving like that.
Is she average?
Hey, man. But yeah.
She don't make me really go wild. She's a pretty girl though.
I think a lot of people attracted to her sex appeal.
That she does have.
So that's just what it is.
That's the one who OnlyFans was going crazy, right?
She had an OnlyFans?
I think so.
Damn, Ruby
I think-
Rose had an OnlyFans.
I think she
dog?
started one in like she ran up crazy numbers early.
She probably hit a quick jug and
You know she
that
wasn't
shit.
showing nothing on there.
Yeah,
She wasn't showing nothing.
she hit
You
that.
know
she
them
hit,
girls,
She hit
certain
that
girls
first,
be
you
showing
know,
shit.
weak jug. You know,
Oh, speaking of, dog.
what happened, man?
Baby girl. Baby
Oh,
girl of
yeah,
Nessa.
yeah, man, that's crazy, bro. Hey, I ain't buying no baby girl OnlyFans, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
I wonder how old she is. She bad.
She like 27, 28.
She's 27, 28 already?
She like mid 20s.
That makes sense because I'm 31.
You know what I'm saying? She ain't been
She
married
fine
yet.
though. I ain't gonna lie, but I ain't buying the OnlyFans.
I can't look
though.
at baby girl like that. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not judging nobody now. I'm not judging. I personally just can't look at baby girl like
You
that.
see that comment she left, dog, right? When he was like, she's like, would I be wrong to say your friend, the friend who had passed away, some shit like that? Remember?
Hold on,
When
what happened?
let me
Oh
see.
yeah.
Let me see if I can
I
find it.
saw that. Yeah. Yeah, she clapping back, man. I don't. Why did she say that though? She diss a nigga dead homeboy.
Yeah, she just like a dead homeboy, bro. That shit. Wow, let me see if I can find that shit. Is in here. Where that shit at, man?
She did talk crazy to that nigga. But that's crazy though, man. I ain't buying no niggas probably gonna be on Batty Hub trying to find Nessa and baby girl, bro. That's crazy, dog. On Reddit and shit. I can't do that.
Oh no, that shit on the Instagram. Bro, that shit had me crying. I'm like, oh damn, that's what you doing? Bernie rolling his grave. It would be rude if I said, "So is your dead homies" with an exclamation point. And she got like 2 kids.
Yeah, she do.
I think she married. She might be married. She's married. I think she married with 2 kids. Time flying, boy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, that's crazy though, man. Shout out to her though. Big ups to her though. I just can't get down with that.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. Bernie Mac too, man. That shit wild, man. That shit wild.
I can see how she took that disrespectful though, man. You know that's my dog, bro. Like don't be trying to talk about my dog.
Yeah, low blows.
Bernie rolling in his grave. I would probably say the same shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Dad, you would say the same thing, dog?
Yeah, you know Bernie was my big homie, nigga. Like, don't try to come to me like that. Talking so what with Bernie. Unfortunately, we don't know what how Bernie would feel. So don't try to come at me.
I think they say that because of his stand-ups.
Yeah.
But I mean, you never know. You never know with Bernie, man. I just feel like, it's I don't know. So how you feel about Pharrell becoming a director at LV?
It is what it is.
See that picture of him and Nigo hit the net. I'm like, boy, Nigo, you slick motherfucker.
Nigo, how you say it, man? Nigo found out the formula to this shit, man. He ain't got nothing to do with that Nike shit.
You ain't even see his face in the photo. He had the damn scarf on. Then he had the glasses on.
That might not even been that nigga.
That might not.
But where on earth is Nigo? But I saw another video. He was talking shit because a lot of people was kind of skeptical about him taking over after, Virgil and Kid Super right now. And he basically was popping his shit, trying to get back in his bag. Like, I see y'all talking about me and shit like that. Y'all losers. He was calling niggas losers and shit. Like, I guess he was feeling a way that people were skeptical about him taking over. Like,
damn.
He was like, y'all must have forgot. And I'm like,
who I am, basically. He was like,
I'm like, that shit was fly back in 06. You know what I'm saying? You got on Myrtle Urkel glasses right now telling me that, like, he had on glasses with pearls around. I'm like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I got to see how this shit look, though. It could be fly, it could not. They did that shit while Kid Super, like, was premiering his shit, though. Because we got to think, after the Virgil, the dude Kid Super took over, and they basically announced that shit while he was premiering his line. So it's like, god damn, like, y'all don't give a fuck about this dude? Like, y'all just trying to sign Pharrell? Y'all don't even give Brad no time to really, display his art, his works like that before y'all just announce Pharrell. Like, I would have felt the way if I was
just
him.
segue that man right in.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? But you never know.
Yeah, I think it's because of his background and his history with fashion that he got that shit.
He already collabed with LV back in like 05, 06 anyway though. He the reason why they got the millionaire frames and shit like that. Like he designed those. They made him a jewelry line. They was making all kind of shit for him.
You think he'd be more impactful than Virgil?
No, not now. No, hell no. Virgil niggas love that Virgil LV shit, bro.
They did.
So I don't know. We have to see though, man. The thing with Virgil, man, he hit so hard and he spread so far across, man. He hit a lot of shit. I think he did his own brands. Then he hit Nike. This shit with Nike, that's legendary. You know what I'm saying? They still gonna be dropping shit from his, archives for that. Then I think he had a hand in the LV Supreme deal, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Then they just brought him all the way in. And now it's like his shit was like, groundbreaking. So it's like I don't know. I don't see nobody really touching his impact like for how far he spread out for a while. As far as like collabing. Because even if you just talk about Off-White, the brand, like they got so many collaborations and he did so much shit with that brand. So it's like, I don't know.
It'd be definitely interesting to see. I'm not really big on that line anyway and designer and shit like that, so I probably would never wear it. It was just interesting. It'd be interesting to see what type of pieces they roll out, and what creative direction Pharrell's gonna go, and who he'll bring up, who he'll bring up as well.
Talking about Pharrell?
Yeah, like
Pharrell probably tapping with some younger dudes.
Yeah, they always talk that we got to support each other and. We got to bring in black creators and all these other levels. I think a lot of that shit be cap, Mo. I ain't going to lie.
Some of them do, some of them don't. We have to see with Pharrell though. Virgil did to a certain extent. I can't say that he just never did. He did, but we just got to see.
I want to know who's gonna be like, because I feel like that'd be perfect for him to basically get somebody else an opportunity. That's how I look at it. Get somebody else an opportunity to come up under him and, you know, do his thing with that. Because I know Pharrell touches a lot of different avenues. So who's to say he might not have the time allotted? I mean, he could, but I'm just saying.
What if he bring like a nigga like we bring like ASAP Rocky under him or something, or Tyler?
ASAP would be cool. Tyler would be cool, but I want somebody who's kind of been working at that for some time, who don't really have a name yet, given that opportunity.
We have to see. It's some names out there.
It's a lot of names. Yeah, it's a lot of dudes out there who probably would love to come up and get that. Excuse me. Who would love to get that opportunity. That's how I look at it. It's room. It's just too much room for people to, especially us black people, for us to grow in that field. Especially with the impact of social media. I mean, we talked about it last week, even with the boots. So the boots dropped this week, $350, sold out. I know a couple of people who got them.
Around here? Oh, for real? Man, I'm not trying to see niggas in Charleston wear them shits, man. Like, Stan, you trying to get them? I ain't say you were wearing, like, you probably keep them in the... I looked at him, I said this last week, right?
But he copped the flip, though.
I would never wear them. They more like an art piece to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel the same. I can't wear that either.
I look like fucking Dr. Robotnik.
Word though. Shit, niggas might a chubby dude might keep them on tuck for a Halloween. He might be about.
Somebody gonna pull them out.
Somebody wearing
Raw Wave might pop out with them.
Nah, you.
Raw Wave might put on for the fat boys, man. He might rock out with them things, man.
Raw Wave and big red boots? Nah, bro, that's crazy.
You might rock out with them things, man.
Nah, imagine you click on your Instagram, you see him walk on stage with them shit on, bro. Nah, man.
You can't get them shit off.
Hell no. He definitely got to cut the back of them shit.
Dog not getting his foot slid in there?
Nah, if skinny niggas had to cut the back of them shit, so I know he gonna have to cut them shit. They might have to make him a low cut version of them shit or something, bro. So
you already know they seen like I seen a mock up of a Nike one.
Sorry, man. They already did. They did a mock up of the Sonic ones. They did Bart. They did a SpongeBob boot.
All right, man. All right, just leave it at that right there, niggas. Yeah, but I know somebody. He copped him the flip though.
I mean, what they flipping for?
I can see niggas paying a rack.
What's going on out here, man? Shout out Greg, because he was talking about this. Greg will sneak this podcast. He basically saying like the fact that they already $350 is alarming. Because why are those $350?
He compared them shits to the Mickey Mouse ears at Disney.
I mean,
World.
that's what essentially what that is. I look at that like an art piece. Like I would never wear that. Like that's some shit that's like a display piece. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some cause type shit. I would never wear that. That's like some shit you would just, you know, like a Funko Pop type thing. Like,
I got you.
The fact that that's $350 off top is crazy. Like, I know. Wait till Alibaba Fund get this shit. Them shit gonna be like 30 beans shipped, friend. Like,
there's definitely gonna be some fakes out here.
And you're not gonna probably tell the difference either. You're not gonna be able to tell the difference.
I'm about to get in that bag.
Yeah, man. I reserve my thoughts right now.
Oh shit! You definitely gonna see him around Halloween though. You gonna see him around Halloween 2023. Now, if you're wearing them in the summertime, you wildin'.
I can see some chicks wearing them in the summertime. You know, they already done said what the fit's gonna be for the girls.
A dress?
They say the girls gonna have the big flat frame, the sunglasses with a bodysuit. You know, a little crop jacket or something, and the boots.
I can see that.
The thought fit,
especially if they thick.
The thought fit, man. You know how they come in, man.
Yeah, I definitely see that coming.
With that bodycon suit, with them boots.
Yeah. Shit, wow, man. Yeah, the Halloween outfits it's gonna be fucking crazy. I'm
Over
telling
under,
you.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna see at least.
Oh man,
I'm gonna see at least 12 Halloween fits with them shit.
Yeah.
Over under, at least 12.
a bunch of Astro Boy costumes already coming. Go ahead. You're gonna see Incredibles with those boots on too. They're gonna rock Incredible costumes with those boots on. Get ready for that. That's coming.
I thought Incredible boots were black.
They are, but they're gonna put those.
They gonna still
yes.
try to make it work. You right?
Yeah,
You right.
they're gonna put those on.
A nigga that's trying to force something is a forceful nigga. So you right.
We'll revisit this episode when that time comes.
All
But
right.
yeah, that's coming. That's coming for sure. Niggas is definitely going up. But hey, like you said, genius marketing, man. They got their
I
bread.
ain't mad at it, bro.
They got their
do
bread.
thing, man. And they ain't get sued this time. They ain't did it on no Nike or nothing. Like that's all them. So
Yeah, Lil Nas X had them in a bind with that shit.
they ain't really been tripping off that either though. That was more for like for promotion.
Yeah, but the blood and the actual soul, man, like come on, man. In the air bubble, that's what
I
we're doing.
highly doubt that was real blood, man.
I don't think it was real blood, but the
That was
concept,
water with food coloring.
it probably was food color. But yeah, just the concept. Just the concept, man. That shit just I don't know, man. I don't know. It's gonna be something else coming out real soon that's gonna be on the same level as those boots though. Whether it be a piece of clothing. We're gonna start seeing a lot more of that, I think.
Like parody type clothes.
Yes.
I mean, we kind of been there. Balenciaga was doing that last year when they was selling them holy ass beat up shoes. You remember that? They was actually selling those.
Well, I definitely would never wear anything of theirs again.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm just saying, like they did that. Like people been doing that. Like with the $800 dirty ass shoes. Shit, that's what Golden Goose is. They sell $600 like worn in shoes.
your boy from wrestling had them on.
Who's Seth Rollins?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that shit. He looked crazy. I'm surprised he was running in them shit. Like
I want to see
he was
niggas
beating Brian ass in them shit too.
I
Like,
want to see niggas racing that shit.
and that's an ankle. That's a Achilles. All kind of shit.
You know what's so funny?
Bro,
Somebody
you
said-
cannot plant your foot right in them shit to be racing, bro. You're gonna tear something, bro.
somebody said I want to see two niggas racing that, and they posted Missy Elliott video when she was
Oh,
just
yeah,
as
she
a
did-
robot,
She did have those boots in that video, bro.
and she was running. It was
Who
her,
was
the
that? That
brat.
was Sock It To Me?
You Sock It To Me.
Yeah. That video was fire,
Yeah.
bro. Because that was basically Mega Man. They had the same type of
Yeah,
boots.
Mega Man.
Yeah, them boots. She did have those boots on in that video.
That song fire. Period.
Yeah, that song fire as fuck. But yeah. Damn, she did have them. She did
Sure
them
did.
first. That was what, 97?
97, 98.
Damn. And to think, niggas who want them boots weren't even born then.
That's how that shit be.
That's crazy.
Think about it. 93 was 30 years ago.
Damn, 93 was 30 years ago now. I still be thinking like 90s was like 15 years ago. 10 years ago. Bro, if it was like 2002, you'd be like, damn.
Niggas who was born 96 will be 27 this year.
Yeah, my brother just turned 27. He was
Right.
born February 2nd.
Like, no, I still be thinking y'all 20, 21, bro. Like, what we doing? What we doing, man? What's going on here? There's been a bunch of 25 birthdays this year. I've been seeing a lot of 25 birthdays. 98 was a marquee year.
Yeah, man. 98 was a good year. A lot of niggas was
I seen a lot of 25 birthdays this year. Then, of course, the women, once they hit 25, they say 25. So that's how I know they 25.
It's either
They say
25 or 29.
Yeah.
And you know they lie, so they gonna say 25.
They gonna say they love saying the 20. Once they get past 24, they start saying 25.
The age start getting a little more anonymous.
Yeah, they say 25. That's what they say. They don't say 24 because, 23, 22. They love saying those years. Once they cross over the 25 wave, it's 25.
Right.
That's what they start saying. Yeah. And I'd be looking. I'd be like, damn, you 25? You was born 98? That's crazy. Understand it, man.
Niggas young out here, man.
And young out here, man. Young out here. Before you know it, 2000 babies, they be 25, 26. And I be thinking that's what, 10 years ago. 2010 years ago, man. That shit wasn't no 23 years ago, man. That shit 10 years ago.
I still remember all that shit vividly. That's why I be like, damn, that shit was 20 years ago.
Yeah, niggas was waiting for them computers to crash.
What y'all niggas?
But no, bring your ass to work. The computers are fine.
Did y'all believe in that Y2K shit?
Hell no. Hell no.
Drew, what you think about Y2K, bro?
the clock countdown, there was nothing. The fucking Chris Jericho came out.
It was the Y2J.
That's-
Hey, I remember like watching like the news like right before that shit, like New Year's. They was saying like they was talking to somebody at Best Buy and it was like, yeah, you know what could happen is computers across the world could shut down because we haven't computed this far out yet. And I'm like, oh,
That shit gonna go right to 2000.
that's a lie.
Man.
Like how y'all made a computer but then compute time like a simple like computation of time like that don't even make sense.
They thought that shit was gonna go from 1999 to 0. And everybody thought, shit was gonna crash. The banks is gonna.
Did y'all go to church that year, like for like New Year's service? So I was at church, right, and that shit was scary as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm at church, and they do the whole like the little what's the hour? What's how they say it? Night watch. What's the time of the hours? Or shit?
I wouldn't know. I'd never been.
I remember the church was being like real quiet, and I just remember I think it was a plane flew over, and the church started shaking. I was like, man, what's going on in here, bro? Like the church was shaking and shit. I was like, man, let's get up out of here, man. Let's get this prayer so we get up out of here. But nothing happened. All the radios still work. The computers still work. We had a computer. My mom, when we got home, she cut the computer on to make sure it was working. I was like, man,
ain't nothing wrong with that shit. Bring your ass to work.
Yeah, bring your ass to work.
We gonna be right back here.
And 00 is 11-2000. Bring your ass to
11-2000.
Bring your ass to work, nigga.
I was even, so crazy. Big U said he thought when he got out of prison, it's 94 now, 94. No, he got out like 04 or something like that. He thought it was gonna be flying cars. I'm like, bruh, everybody thought you was gonna have flying cars by the time 2000 came.
Well, you gotta think that the Jetsons set in like 2001 or some shit like that.
The Jetsons was set in 2001.
I think it's set in like the early 2000s, bro.
Well, the Jetsons came out in like what, the 70s?
Yeah, like the late 70s,
80s?
80s. So like
Might have been 60s.
Probably, but it was like the Jetsons supposed to be set in like 2005, 2006 or something.
Oh, okay.
Like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was no flying cars in
Yeah,
2006.
no.
And in fact, niggas was just riding like, Home Depot, Crown Vics and shit like that. That's what we had. We didn't
all
have
the episode, all the shows back then was depicting that. So Family Matters had an episode where they showed the future. Guess what
Family
year it
Matters?
was? Family Matters, yes. Guess what year they did?
we
09. It was flying cars, all type of shit. Like, yeah, 09.
I think they had just started making Teslas in 09. So no, they were no.
They was
flying
making
cars.
Teslas in 09?
I think so. I think they had just started making them shit.
I don't think we'll ever have flying cars, bro. If we do, it won't be like main traffic type shit.
I don't think we need flying cars.
We don't need
I
that
don't
shit.
trust. I don't.
People
trust
can't
niggas-
drive
That's
now.
what I'm saying. I don't trust niggas driving on
But
on
trust you in the
ground.
sky?
Nah, niggas be drunk driving here. I would hate to see a drunk nigga in a flying car.
Come on,
That's
man.
That's terrorist level.
That's automatic death.
That's terrorist level, bro. Like you're not no.
You're not surviving that. Sorry.
I did just see it was like a hovering flying motorcycle though. That shit was fucking fire.
Shit was fire.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
They you see they be playing with the little jetpack shit already, the little hoverboards
Yeah,
and
flying
shit.
shit. I ain't
Well, they
doing
got that shit for the military.
Yeah,
I seen the one when the dude he got off the naval, like he was on the ship, and then the shit just took him up, and it was basically like on his foot type shit, like on some rocket
I'm not,
type shit.
It's like diesel fuel like circulating on your back, like bro.
And what if
rocket
the- what if-
fuel.
what if
or
the
But
something.
they do got them shit though.
all the ops gotta do is shoot that shit. You're done.
Nah,
like
that's
you,
it. Pop, boom,
boom.
Well, yeah, them boys be hopping right off the ship. They be right over the water hovering and shit. Yeah, they got them shits.
Yeah, but this one was like more like a drone, so it had like the propellers like flying,
Right.
like to project it, hover it above. I think that's a safer route than fuel jets and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Shit, they need to get that hobgoblin board, bro. That's what they need. You know what I'm saying?
Hobgoblin.
Get that green goblin board, bro.
That nigga was a madman. When he found out them boy wasn't fucking with him no more, the dog went to that demonstration,
Hell yeah.
blew that shit the fuck up.
I think he's going crazy with them pumpkin bombs. That's who I'd probably be if I was a villain, bro. Either him or like a Magneto type nigga or something. Like just pure domination. Like,
Give me Thanos.
Magneto control all the metal in the world. That nigga would just crush your ass with something real quick.
If I had to be a superhero, it'd probably be Wolverine. If I had to be a villain, it'd probably be Thanos.
I feel you.
Wolverine don't age.
Wolverine too, if I was-
Heals. You can't ask for nothing better than that, in my opinion.
Nah, I feel you. Wolverine's probably my ideal superhero too, or Omni-Man.
Omni-Man. Yeah. Omni-Man.
Yeah, he
Wrecking
he
shit.
wrecking shit. Like,
I be seeing the comparisons they be trying to do, but it's like, no, bro, no.
who they compare him to?
He's trying to say he'll probably lose. Like, well, they be doing crossovers, so like Goku. I think it'll be a good fight, but I don't know,
I
man.
think with Goku, man, you gotta beat his ass for him to level up and shit like that. Omni-Man already ready to go.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
by the time Goku like want to really power
Yeah,
up, he
he
dead.
ready to
like,
fuck you up,
Like
man.
Omni-Man probably
Done
done punch a hole in that nigga or something. Like he wanna Omni-Man probably done snap that man head off. He done. Like, you know what I'm saying?
This man can punch through your body.
That's what I'm saying, like-
with no effort. Like, what we doing?
That nigga just do that and he's like,
Pull your heart out type shit. Like, no.
I'm cool on that.
I'm cool on that shit, man. You going to see Ant-Man? A lot of people were talking about that.
I'm gonna catch it this week right here. I'm gonna go see it. I heard Jonathan Majors did his thing though.
Yeah, I want to go see Creed 3. I want to go see
Oh,
that.
I'm definitely going to see that.
That looked like a dope storyline. I
I'm
want to go see
definitely
that.
going to see that. I'm definitely going to see that.
You know,
I got
he's
to.
been the topic on the TL too for some other reasons. That shit is hilarious.
What's going on?
Well, you know how they be saying like his looks and shit like that. That's more so for the women, but
I saw they was getting on for that
that Hollywood cover,
for that magazine.
that
cover.
was a little spicy. I ain't gonna lie,
That
bro.
was spicy, but he had that suit that he had on in within that photo shoot was fire though.
Shit, he was at the dunk contest last night.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw
Yeah.
that.
But I've seen some good reviews on Ant-Man.
Yeah, they say he carried that shit. Honestly, I'm gonna go check it out though.
We'll see.
I usually go see them shit on Thursdays when they come out, but I couldn't catch it this week. I'm gonna catch it this week though.
All right. So Super Bowl, man. Shout out to Super Bowl 57. It was a great Super Bowl.
Good Super Bowl.
Patrick Mahomes came out on top victorious, and the Kansas City Chiefs 38-35 beat the Eagles.
He tweaked that angle before halftime, and they put him on them perks, and it was over with.
Shout out to Patrick Mahomes, man.
Shout out to Pat Mahomes, man.
And I got him second all time. I don't care if he wins
Already,
another Super Bowl.
already.
He's already second all time. Sorry.
Okay, so when you say second all time already, this is his fifth starting season.
Yeah.
So when you put him, are you putting him there because of the accolades or because of the gameplay?
The gameplay and that.
Both.
But it's more so the gameplay. Like he's right behind Tom Brady, bro. As far as the whole package. So the accolades. If he retires right now, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
2
Without a doubt.
MVPs, 2 Super Bowl MVPs,
Yeah,
all pros.
He been
Pro
to
Bowl.
5 straight conference title games.
Yeah, it's just
He done, like-
because so my thing is
He could very well, if he, it's crazy saying this, but you know what, he signed a 10-year extension. He could very well go conference at least 7 to 8 of those years.
the Patriots did it for 10.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but he signed it. That'd be crazy if he go 10. All
I can
10
see him retiring with 4 rings.
at the
It's
minimum.
hard.
At the minimum,
It's
4
hard.
rings.
No, that's the most. Because I think it's that hard. That's why I say he don't got to win another ring for him to be solidified. Because you know what's going to happen? He's going to continue to break records. This is only his 5th year.
Yeah, yeah.
So, all right. So this is Patrick Mahomes' 5th year.
He started as a rookie.
No,
He came after Alex Smith.
Smith. Yeah.
So he sat that first year.
He sat the first year.
So he started.
So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
All right.
All right. So 5 more years, right?
So in 2018 on up, he was going conference.
Yes. He's been in an AFC Championship game every single year since 2018.
Yeah, man, you can't really do nothing with this nigga, man.
So my whole thing is, so for the next 5 years, right?
yeah,
We already know he's going to get the records.
yeah.
He's just chasing rings now.
He's just anything the next 5 years. He's just gonna be decorating his resume.
He's decorating his resume. That's my point. He's better than Peyton Manning. He's better than Aaron Rodgers. He's better than Drew Brees. He's better than Dan Marino. He's better than Joe Montana. That's how I'm giving it up with Patrick Mahomes, bro. That's what it is, man. I'm putting him second all time, bro. I don't care because I'm already projecting. So
Right,
for
right.
OE, just over the next 5 years, because this is 5th year, he's gonna get those numbers.
right.
At this point, he's essentially just like you said, decorating
He
his
just-
resume.
He's just decorating the hallway.
You know how hard it is to retire with 2 Super Bowl rings? He already has 2 and 5.
Aaron Rodgers, what was 09?
Yes.
So I mean, that's what
Drew
15?
Brees, 1.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, 1. I understand Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana has 4, Peyton Manning has 2, but they're not better. And I'm standing on that.
I'm gonna be real. They're not better than Pat, and I like Peyton Manning and I like Joe Montana. I never really held Joe Montana as like one of the Well, he's
I got
a
him top
GOAT.
5.
He's a GOAT. He's top 5, but top 3, he could. That I never saw top 3. Top 5 for sure though. I think like when you get to the top 3 quarterbacks, top 2, them the niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Like you say, man. I agree. Like the next 5 years, he's basically just going to be decorating the hallway, bro.
That's how I feel.
Hanging up plaques, whether he get a ring or not. Which I know another ring's coming. Probably not next
He'll
season.
probably get another one.
He's
I
gonna
don't
get
know when.
He's going to get an. I see.
It's a 10-year gap between Tom Brady 3rd ring and 4th ring.
Yeah, and I was still cool that whole way.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
my mind was made up on Brady after his 3rd, so I didn't give a damn.
I just feel like because he was still kicking ass that whole 10 years.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, man. Is the sky the limit for Pat Mahomes? Honestly,
Sky's a fucking limit. Salute to Andy Reid for
how old is he?
27. He'll be 28 this year. So salute to
He basically can play as long as he want to play.
salute to Andy Reid for seeing something in that man that nobody else saw. So what
I
you think
def-
about the game
I
overall?
definitely didn't see that shit coming from Pat Mahomes, but he's definitely that dude.
Yeah.
What I think about the game, it was a great game. A lot of people talk about the call at the end. I don't think the call really took nothing from me as far as how I feel about the game, only because I watched the whole game. And it was calls that could have went the Chiefs' way. The first half they didn't get. It was calls that went Eagles' way that they didn't get. Like, you know, that shit happens sometimes. I feel like when you in a game at the Super Bowl, you in a game 7 of the NBA Finals, you cannot let the game come down to that type of shit. You have to assert your dominance, and you got to win the game.
Now,
It's outright.
I do agree with letting players play,
I agree
but
with that too.
a Super Bowl can't determine if I'm gonna make a call if that's the call I need to make.
Yeah.
If it's a pass interference, it's a pass interference. If it's holding, it's holding.
Yeah. And I would have made that
Now,
call
if y'all
it was
scrapping, if y'all
yeah.
both throwing like scrapping and shit like that, I'm not gonna throw the
Yeah.
flag. Y'all both jockeying for position. But if it's blatant holds, bruh, like
You got to call it.
come on, bro, I gotta call that shit, man.
And
What are we doing?
I don't think that should take away from the overall greatness of the game itself. That was a good game.
Let's talk about it. Eagles players going out sad.
Yeah,
Sad.
They went on because Juju posted the little shit with bro.
The Valentine's Day card.
And AJ Brown was like, man, you was almost out the league. You know,
TikTok boy.
He was on some other shit.
Darius Slay.
That sounded like that Klay Thompson shit when he was talking about, bruh.
yeah.
He was like, he's not gonna be in the league much longer. Some shit like that. That was kind of cool.
Darius Slay.
Because it don't
Gardner
matter.
Johnson.
It don't matter how crazy y'all try to go in the comments. Juju won.
They couldn't cover him, Mo.
Y'all couldn't cover that, man.
And Bradbury was holding early in the game. They didn't call it.
That's what I'm saying. I watched the whole game. Like he
Second half, he got off.
He could have been getting them calls that whole game. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
I'm glad Juju played it the way that he did, though.
Shout out to
And
Juju.
Bradbury, you went out sad as a motherfucker
y'all
tagging.
niggas-
This nigga tagging Eli Apple.
That's crazy. He looking for reinforcements and shit. Like y'all,
You still lost.
you know what I'm saying? I like the Eagles team. I like them. They, you know, I got no issue with them. You know, they still beat us at one Super Bowl. I still kind of hold my gripes, but overall, I don't have an issue with them. I just feel like they kind of went outside as far as, you know.
None of what you saying matters.
It
You
don't
lost.
matter. Y'all lost, bro. And you know,
It don't matter about him being a TikTok. And I'm not a huge Juju guy. I don't think
Yeah,
he's a true
like-
number one, but he did his thing in the
he
Super
did-
Bowl.
He did his thing when it mattered. He redeemed himself for a lot of shit.
And
bruh.
then Bradbury even said post game, yeah, I was holding him. So let it go.
Let the shit go. You know, niggas they won. They gonna pop their shit. You know what I'm saying?
And if a player don't feel like he did some shit, he ain't gonna say that shit. Bradbury, he gave it up. It is what it is. Y'all probably be back. Y'all lost in the trenches because you didn't get a sack. Chiefs O-line was dominating. But I think that was fuel from the last Super Bowl, though,
Yeah.
because Patrick Mahomes getting
They
fucked
got
up.
their ass whooped.
Yeah. So for them to not have no sacks, bro, like that was monumental. Like, salute to the Chiefs O-line. Salute
Yeah.
to a great
I just
game.
feel like
Jalen
when
Hurts balled out.
Yeah, they balled. Everybody did their thing, and I see a lot of people who be trying to. I don't like this shit how they try to do Jalen Hurts, man, because I never heard of this nigga having people complain about his arm strength and shit like that until one play of the Super Bowl.
Oh, the end of the
very
game.
last, and it was like, oh,
It
he
was like it's
stepped-
on his own
He
25.
stepped him, and it's still noodle. He's still noodle armed, and I'm like, bro, none of y'all niggas had this to say the whole season. And in fact, y'all was saying he should have been MVP. So for y'all to try to do that, that's some low shit.
Yeah,
You
he'll
know what I'm
be
saying?
alright,
Like he'll be all right,
he gonna get his bread too.
as he should.
He played a great game outside the fumble, which was one of the determining plays of the game. Like he played a great game. It was a great game.
It was a good game.
It was a great
It was
game.
a great
I
game.
loved it. What'd you think about Rihanna's halftime?
I think she did a good job.
I seen mixed reviews. I see some people say, of course she was limited because she was pregnant. Other people say I just enjoyed the songs that she did. The choreographers, they did a good job.
I thought it was well put together.
I thought it was well
Because
put
when
together
I first
too.
saw it, I was like, "Hold on, bro, is he pregnant again?" I was like, "Oh, outside." That automatically
Let me know.
Let me know. She's not about to be going super hard, but she still went hard considering, the circumstance. She was pregnant. It is what it is. What y'all expect? Y'all want her to be harnessed up in the air doing some Mission Impossible shit? Or something?
That's what they wanted because they hadn't seen her in a long time.
I mean, but I feel like if anything, this was more of a celebration of her hits. She still did a good job, and now it's like she's curating her family, bro. Like that's just what it is. Like we might not ever get another Rihanna album, bro. Real talk. If we do get one, that new baby, newest baby, gonna be at least 2 or 3 years old.
But hey, she left off on a high note, and she don't.
Hey, I ain't tripping. Anti is a classic.
Yeah, so
You know what I'm saying?
she left off on a high note, bro.
Hey man,
Can't really
shout
complain.
out ASAP Rocky, man.
A$AP doing his thing, man.
I ain't mad at that nigga, man.
They're living a life. They dropped the picture of they son.
Yeah,
So-
and because she was on the cover of what's that magazine?
Yeah, I
called?
can't think of the name of the magazine.
But they doing a lot with that too.
I seen that too. I ain't even gonna get that.
I don't even
burn.
want to get that no burn, but it's like,
No,
bro,
way too
like
much. Your
how-
man's
how
your
did
man's
someone
your
say
man's
A$AP?
jumpstart that too.
I'm
Tariq.
trying to call him, man. How are you gay for getting Rihanna pregnant twice? How does that work?
Demasculating.
How am I emasculated for getting Rihanna pregnant twice? Not once, but twice. They was like, oh, he's in the back. He's in a position of weakness. Nigga, that's her cover, not mine.
It's stupid as fuck.
It's stupid as fuck, bro. Like, it's
Stupid
not my
shit.
cover. It's her cover.
It's dumb
I'm
shit.
just here, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could have very well just been her and the baby on the cover. I'm pretty sure Rihanna was like, I want my nigga on the
Could've
cover
been,
too.
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I thought it was a great show.
I thought that shit was fly as hell.
I thought it was
honestly,
fire.
like,
Yeah, it was. I ain't got no beef with it. But shout out to Rihanna, man, for putting on a dope halftime show.
Yeah, that shit was fire, man. I
Great
ain't
Super
gonna-
Bowl. Can't complain. I had around the same score. I had like a 37-33 final. It was 38-35. So I was a few points off. But yeah, I didn't have no complaints about the game at all. It was a great game from beginning to end. I thought it was going to kind of get hectic for the Chiefs, but they kind of locked in.
I did locked in.
They
'Cause
locked in.
That first half was kind of crazy.
Yeah. Eagles
Then
went
Pat-
right down there and scored out the
Yeah.
gate. I was like, oh,
off top,
shit.
they scored. They set the tone. Then Pat tweaked that ankle, but he came back. He definitely
He wasn't missing a play. I don't know what people thought.
I said that shit. I said, bruh, if y'all think Pat not come back in this game, y'all are fucking bugging.
Stupid
They gonna
as hell.
shoot that nigga up with some drugs and send his ass back on the field.
Yeah.
He's gonna play this game.
He'll be able to rehab real good now.
Yeah,
Real good.
He's straight.
He'll be ready to go week 1, boy. I tell you that. So Mac McClung won the dunk contest, man. What we think?
Hey man,
Dog had some great dunks, man. I
if
can't even
a
lie.
white man was going to win the slam dunk competition, it was going to be in Utah.
Makes sense.
It makes sense. I'm mad at it though, cause Mac been like that though.
Yeah, he was.
Mac different with them dunks though. He been like that. So
Dog
they
had
been-
some great dunks,
They've
boy.
been saying they need to make sure they get him in the White Man Can't Jump reboot when they drop it.
They already done did it.
Oh, so damn. They might
Jack
have to-
Harlow in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were saying Jack Harlow need to call that man, shoot some deleted scenes or something, maybe edit some shit around.
Take him out, period, and put him in. He actually played basketball and he got ups.
Hey, they might edit it and make him like a secret weapon for bro or whatever.
Yeah. What you think about it overall though? Skills challenge, 3-point contest, all that shit.
I only caught the dunk contest. I'm gonna watch the skills and the skills and 3-point today when I get in the house. But that dunk contest was all right. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Them young dudes, they did their thing, man. I know a lot of people been saying the dunk contest lost its luster and shit. Like
I don't
that,
see why.
but
2020 was a good year.
2020 was good. This was a good year. It was a good year.
Yeah,
It
so
just-
it probably had 1 year it fell off.
that dude did a 720 last night. That was fire. Like, that was fire. And he a little dude. He went up there.
He got up. His first dunk was crazy. I'm like, oh shit, he got bunnies for real, for real.
He like that.
And I like how he didn't do nothing too extra.
No, he made
When
sure
he went up there and did his dunks quick.
Yeah,
And he got him on the first try.
The shit when he tapped this out the window, I was like, oh, he was going crazy.
Yeah, then he did the double clutch.
Heavy, yeah.
Now the first one he did when he did the 360 with the clutch, I'm like, oh, he got crazy hops.
Dog like that, no.
Dog got bunnies for real,
I've been watching Mac. Even when he was at Georgetown for that one season, he was dunking that shit on dudes out there.
Yeah. But salute to them. The celebrity game was hilarious.
I watched the Rise of Stars challenge. I like how they did that this year though.
The Rise of
It
Stars?
was like a little mini tournament. That was fire. You didn't watch
I didn't
it?
peep it.
No, that shit was fire. So they did Joe Noah had a team, Paul Gasol had a team. Who the other two dudes had teams? You watch it?
Yeah.
Who the other two coaches?
No, I ain't watched that. I don't watch whatever.
Damn, who the other two coaches? So it was Paul Gasol,
I did see was Joakim
Joe
Noah. though.
Noah, and two other coaches that had teams. So basically, two teams play. Those teams they go to 40 points. Then whoever win, they play the final Rising Stars game, and that go to 25.
Oh, that's dope.
That shit was fire.
That make it more competitive.
That shit was fire, bro. That shit was fire.
Niggas locked in playing.
No, that shit was fire.
I just seen a picture this morning. Remember when they changed the format for the All-Star game 2020? Talking about Kyle Lowry taking charges in the All-Star game. He was taking some charges in that All-Star game.
He did. But that shit was fire. Josh Giddey did his thing, and bro
Okay, I gotta check that out.
The Pelicans, Jose, that's his name.
Oh, Jose Alvarado.
Yeah, he did his thing too. He was going crazy. Man, so a few of them dudes was doing their thing, bro. But Josh Giddey, he was spreading that ball around crazy.
Okay, I gotta check that out. Well, I think when you set a mark, that make it more competitive.
Yeah. Well, that shit was like a little mini tournament though. That shit was fire.
Okay, that's what's
Yeah,
up.
I'm gonna watch that.
The Pro Bowl probably need to adopt something like that. Get all that other shit y'all had going on out of there. But
Yeah,
I fuck with that, man. I fuck with that. But
I saw
salute to
Dame-
Matt.
Dame won the 3-point.
Dame won 3-point contest.
He brought the Weber jersey back up.
Weber State jersey out. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna watch it though.
But shout out to Mac, man. He held it down, man.
I forget they had that one year when Kevin Hart was in the 3-point contest.
Kevin Hart?
Remember that one? It was what was it? Kevin Hart and Draymond. They was like teams, like celebrities.
Oh, you talking about the skills?
Yeah, the skills. That shit was
when they
funny
do
as hell.
when they group, they'll get like a WNBA player, and then
But they had Draymond and Kevin Hart together. Kevin Hart was he was knocking some of the shit down though. I ain't gonna lie.
He was an athlete. He played basketball.
I'm swinging Kevin Hart too. He try to do anything on me. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Sorry.
You really see how small them dudes is in the celebrity game though. Like Janelle Monáe,
She little as hell.
she little as hell. 21 Savage,
That nigga little too.
that nigga got the worst shot form I ever seen in my life, bro. I was like, dog, what the fuck? DK Metcalf won MVP, but you could tell he playing the right sport. Cause that nigga ain't got no fluidity in his game, bro. He be dunking and shit, but dog he's so big, he don't really got like no smooth moves like that.
All he knows is route running, man. Route running and footwork, bro.
Yeah. I can't even compare him to nobody in the NBA as far as his size. I was like, that's a big dude, bro. But he just looked kind of stiff out there on the basketball court.
Yeah.
It was a good weekend though so far. I'm looking forward to the All-Star game today, so
Did y'all
see.
catch the All-Star 13s, not the playoff 13s this weekend? Y'all going for those?
I didn't see them. What they look like?
The OG 13s.
Oh, the playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know he wore those in the All-Star game first. Then
Okay.
He
He did.
yeah.
He did. 98, New York. He definitely did.
With that little Laker boy. It was when that little Laker boy.
A little local boy at the time. Yeah. Shout out to Kobe, man. I actually had that art piece in my room.
Where?
Nah, I ain't really jumping. I need them cement threes though. When they drop.
March 11th. I need those too.
March 11th.
Who knows though? Who knows what lies ahead of me when it comes to shoes?
You never know, man. You never know, bro. You know.
Stan, how's it for you trying to hit on shit? You don't even try no more?
I try sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't be going for no shit, man. I really don't.
Times have changed.
Times
man.
have changed, man.
Times
And
have
like,
changed.
you got to think, me and you were probably crossing over into the second decade of shit dropping. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we was kids when the 2000s shit dropped, right? Like 2000, the year 2000.
Yeah.
All right, so then we had 09, 10, 11, 12. Now we coming up on 2021, 2020. Like, bro, we done had a lot of this shit. So for me, unless it's something I really, really want, I'm not jumping through no hoops, bro.
Nah, I feel you.
Stan.
Less a sneaker already like falling apart.
Hey, Stan, I'm not jumping through hoops to get nothing. Nothing, bro. I'm cool on that.
Yeah, I hate.
Get denied like that many times, you know?
Yeah,
Keep
that
trying,
kind of like damn, like I
psychologically
can't
fucking
hit
with
nothing.
you.
Like
I still think that shit is regional
That's
based.
how it feels. Like
For
damn,
real.
like
I still think that shit regional based.
Y'all actually working for like raffles and shit like that, like locally?
No.
no.
I gotta go out of state, and I stand on this shit.
I don't hit on nothing. I don't hit on anything. If I still had sneakers, I'll show you. I have so many L's. I don't hit on anything. Like nothing. The only shoe I ever hit on off sneakers app was those Coca Air Force ones, the Python joints, and I didn't even wear those yet. But yeah, I hit that was 2020. That's the only shoe I ever hit on. All them Jordans have been coming out since they started.
I be helping other people, so
So you be hitting on the app just for other people. Since they start that sneakers app shit, I don't hit on one shoe. Swear to God.
I hit on 2 Concords and Infrared 6. That's it. Other than that, I deleted the app January 2020. So I'm 3 years clean.
I can't remember what shoe it was. I was like, I can't hit these on the app. I don't need this app no more.
That's how that shit be, man.
Like, what's the point of having this app? Clearly, this shit is rigged. So, I'm like,
I'm
fuck.
cool on it. I'm cool on it, bro.
I get the little exclusive stuff like access shit.
Yeah.
I'll be playing on my phone, it'll pop up, and I'll buy something. But
See, I never get anything like that. You know what's crazy? My mom.
Off-white Lock 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that.
My mom had on more shoes on sneakers than me. Real talk. And I didn't even know that until recently. She was like, oh, yeah, I got the app. I be hitting on sneakers. I've been like, huh?
All right,
What?
man. That shit wild. That shit wild.
She got like 4 pairs of ones that I know she had, bro. Like ones, Jordan ones. I'm like, bro, what? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm like, all right, bro. Clearly, this is not for me no more. I need to be doing something else.
I don't know, man. So yeah, I mean, we'll see how the All-Star game go this week. Niggas will be in New York this week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday for my boy JT Boutique Fashion Week. Definitely have an episode up for y'all for that. Also gonna do a interview with Angelo. So yeah, man, that shit gonna be dope, man. That shit gonna be dope. Gonna have some dope content for y'all, man. Shout out to my boy Twan Don, who runs 704 show. Basically Carolina Panther show. He actually started a series called Twan Don versus Everybody. I was on there Friday. Salute to him for having me on there. Yeah, man, just shout out everybody doing their thing, man, in the creative lane, in the podcast lane.
Shout out to Drew and Fizz was out at the what event was that?
Seaweed.
Yes, what is that called exactly?
So seaweed is like,
It's like a culinary event.
Well, the part that we was at, it was culinary.
Right.
Part. It's a lot of shit, animals, all kind of shit out there. It's a free event, but it was just a dope experience. That's my first time out there, and actually my first time shooting. Big up Tia, big up Thiz. Both of them did an amazing job. Did a great demonstration of local seafood like crabs, and Thiz made crab soup. She was fire. Nice spice, nice everything. Like, it really was good. Tia cooked the blue crabs, explained the blue crabs between the male and male and female. So yeah, it was a dope demonstration just to get the, you got the crowd when you see the bunch of head nods and shit like that. So niggas were paying attention.
They peeping game.
Yeah,
They peeping game.
That was dope experience.
Salute to her. That's what's up.
Hey, I'm gonna say this now. Don't gentrify our crab bags now. That's all I'm gonna say. I just a tweet I overdue for one. I had a crab bag in a couple months. I need a crab bag. I buy a crab bag and all. You understand? But
Rest in peace.
rest in peace to
Zal,
bro, though, man.
That's
That's niggas a legend, a Charleston legend, bro. Real talk, bro. Rest in peace, man.
You fucking that thing raw every night.
Every fucking night, my
Every
nigga.
fucking night.
Word, bro.
Bless up that man.
Bless up.
Yeah, man.
Big
I
up
also
to
bless up Pop Smoke today, 3 years.
Damn.
Wow.
R.I.P. to Pop Smoke.
R.I.P.
man.
Pop Smoke.
Damn, the king of in New York drill music, man.
Man.
That's crazy that you say that because they had just this morning, yesterday morning, I was on Twitter and I saw they were saying how they had posted 4 snippets of drill music from up there, and I was like, bro, this shit is not it.
Oh, the
Like,
women.
The women, I was like, nah, this shit is not it, bro. Like,
They do got one girl I like up there. I don't think she was in one of the for her name Shawnee B. She kind of nice, bro. I think I might have shared a video of hers in the chat before you and Marcus.
where
She's nice, but them little 4 snippets I
that
wasn't
shit
with.
wasn't not it. That shit had kind of made my head hurt a little bit. No cap, but nah, that shit just sound like music over. It sound like loud noise over beats, basically. That's all it is. Like, but yeah. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke, man. 3
R.I.P.
years,
Pop
that's
Smoke.
crazy, man.
Bless up.
So, what we got? So you All-Star game tonight. That's it. That's all we got for Sunday, man.
Yeah.
Boring Sunday. Y'all go home and cook and spend some time with y'all people, man. But when y'all hear this, it'll be Monday. So hopefully y'all did that already.
Yes, sir.
And like we say every episode, man, on here, man. If you hear something on here that make you feel some type of way, always remember,
We're just some messages.
we out.